Oh, Pokemon. The wonderful world of Pokemon. The simple concept of just choosing your own Pokemon, watching it grow up, become strong, training it, grabbing other Pokemon on the way. This feeling is just legendary. But out of all the Pokemon we loved and caught, there is one Pokemon that stays with you forever. And that Pokemon is your starter Pokemon. Today in this video we'll be talking about what Pokemon you chose, how it works, how good it is, and overall just ranking it against the other Pokemon. Did you choose the best starter? Did you choose the right starter? In this particular version, we'll be looking at how good your starter Pokemon was from a competitive aspect. If you're not a competitive battler, and you just play Pokemon for fun, then click on the annotation to the top right of the screen and you will be watching the casual version. This video is just formally competitive, not casual. Just laying that out there right now. No, all the motherfuckers who be like, yo, I don't play Pokemon for the blah 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 blah. I just do blah 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 blah.
Hey, shut the fuck up!
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Just watch the fucking casual video. God damn. Alright, with all jokes aside, these are the rules. I will only be using the final evolutions. TMs, HMs, and Egg moves are included. I will have two parts to the video, one with Megas and one without Megas. I will try my best not to judge or bash your starter. I will just simply state why or why not they are good and competitive. I will not base these starters simply on stats. I will judge them on a culmination of things, like move pool and abilities, and how well those abilities work for the Pokemon. For example, Bulletproof works very well with Chestnut. It blocks Mega Gengar's signature move, Sludge Bomb, leaving him completely vulnerable. But on other Pokemon like Greninja, Bulletproof would do no good for him. Without any further ado, here are the top 18 best starter Pokemon, competitively. 18. Meganium. Now there's nothing to really say about Meganium. I mean, this thing really just sucks. Nothing is good about it. Its stats are crap, its design is crap. The only thing it could be good for is setting up light screens, and there's other Pokemon that do its job better than him, so really? If you're a Meganium fan, then I guess that's cool, and you're one of a kind, you're almost an extinct species. You're actually really special if you like Meganium, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only thing that's good about it is that it's got a head, not just a regular head, but a head that looks like a dick. So if you like dick heads, then there you have it. Number 17, Superior. Superior honestly just sucks. It was the first Pokemon I ever used. Well, I mean, I played Fire Red when I was 4, and I used a Charizard, I remember. But the first Pokemon I actually played to get an adventure out of was Superior. Was Pokemon Black and White 2, my bad. Pokemon Black and White 2. And I used Superior. And I liked it a lot. It stayed really close to me until I found out about something called competitive battling. And that's when I realized it just sucks. It's horrible. What is it, that Leaf Storm contract? No, it doesn't have the Leaf Storm contract because that is unreleased. Because it is way too overpowered. Yes, Superior is overpowered, so it's not released. Thus meaning it's the second worst Pokemon on my list. And yeah, that logic makes so much sense. Number 16, Delphox. What does Delphox say? Next, number 15, Samurott. Now Samurott is a Pokemon that I really like. To be completely honest with you, it's probably my top, I want to say part number 4 maybe on my favorite starter Pokemon. But this is just the best starter Pokemon competitively. So Samurott, not so good in competitive. What Samurott does have is that he has the Aqua Jet Swords Dance, and he got priority over a nigga. So
niggas beware.
Yeah, that's what I like about Samurott. But overall, he just sucks. The only thing Samurott has going for him is a Mega Evolution, which I don't really see him getting, unless all starters get a Mega Evolution, which I would be happy with too. But if Samurott, the only thing I think he even happened for him now is a Mega Evolution, because you know Samurott will look badass in a Mega Evolution. Don't even lie with me. Samurott would look badass in a Mega Evolution. So you know, me and Gamefreak, we like BFFs, yo. We like best friends forever in this bitch. You know, we can make this happen together, Gamefreak. Me and you, we can make this happen together. Mega Samurott, that's gonna look dope. Don't even lie with me, though. That's gonna look too dope. Yo, I'm calling it right now. The creators of Kung Fu Panda make Kung Fu Otter. Kung Fu Otter featuring Mega Samurott. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna sell out in a heartbeat. Not really, that's never gonna happen, I'm sorry. Number 14, Typhlosion and Torterra. Now we're getting to the Pokemon that don't really suck that bad. This is mainly a tiebreaker because I couldn't really think of who was better. I mean, Torterra has some of the best defenses of all the starters. Typhlosion has some of the best special attacks of all starters. But Typhlosion has Stealth Rocks, and Torterra has times 4 effectiveness to Ice. So I just decided to put them together as number 14. Let's start off with Typhlosion. Typhlosion has some of the best speed out of all the starters at 100, and some of the best special attack of all the starters at 109. His stats are the exact same as Charizard's, so I shouldn't really need to go over all of it. He has the ability Flash Fire, so have a Pokemon on your team that's super affected to fire, and then have the opponent think that you're gonna stay in and get hit by a fire move. Then switch it to Typhlosion, get that Flash Fire boost, and that paired up with the Choice Scarf and the Fire Blast will be pretty deadly. Is it me, or does Typhlosion look like a naked mole rat?
What is that? That freaky thing!
And no, I don't mean that kind of naked mole rat. I mean, look at this. What the fuck is this? If the HUD didn't say Typhlosion in front of my face, I would be asking, what the fuck is that thing? For the longest time, I will just be wondering what that was. Because I don't even know what it looks like. When it doesn't move, the flames come out. So why doesn't it just have the flames come out all the time? I mean, in Black and White 2 would look normal. In Heart Gold Soul Silver look normal. But in X and Y, they just decide to screw everything up. Hopefully, if they make a Mega Typhlosion, that won't happen. I would never use Typhlosion. I just wouldn't be able to take that thing seriously. Alright, now we're done with Typhlosion. Now we're on to Torterra. Torterra, with its high defenses, well-rounded stats, and high attack, was made to be an offensive tank. Add to its access of 2 powerful stab moves, Wood Hammer and Earthquake, and its unique typing, you've got one of the best choice banders in the NU tier. Number 12, Emboar. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I really hate this thing. I really hate Emboar. But that's for another video, another time, so you know that. Despite my rough, to put nicely, history with Emboar, I must admit that he is the best among the 3 lackluster Unova starters. He is an all-out attacker. He has the greatest attack among all the starters without Mega Evolutions. So, you know, don't mess with Emboar. He's got a powerful 123 base attack stat. Pair that up with a Choice Scarf or a Choice Band, you got one of the strongest unboosted physical attackers in the metagame. Even though I still hate him. Where Emboar falls short in my opinion is his defenses and speed. I mean, he has crazy attack, he has really good HP as well, but HP can't really substitute for defense. He has 60 defense and like 60 speed. Don't get me wrong, 123 attack and 110 special attack is nothing to mess around with, but when you have 60 defense and 60 speed, even though you have a crapload of HP, if you have 60 defense, 60 speed, you still suck. You still have no defense. And really, I think Emboar sucks still. He should go fuck himself in a hole, and let's move on. So number 11 is Swampert, and Swampert is easily top 3 favorite starter Pokemon, and I'm actually recording this the day that Swampert got confirmed a Mega Evolution, and I'm actually special because I am the only one I know that likes Swampert's new design. I think it makes him look tough. I think it makes him look like a badass. Honestly, Swampert is going to look. Swampert is already beast in this Mega Evolution. He looks like an offensive tank, which is what he should be. Anyway, I don't really like Swampert. I mean, I do like Swampert. He's a great Pokemon, great balanced stats, great just about everything about him. Doesn't really have any weaknesses besides grass. But I don't really like Swampert like the Pokemon. I like Mudkip, and that's with a lot of people too. I know Mudkip is like, call me gay or not, but so cute. He's like, I just want to like hug him and cuddle him, and the patches on his cheek are so cute. It's like Pikachu's, but it's like cooler because it's like flapping around when he walks, and I just want to cuddle around with it. And so as I said, Swampert is a really balanced Pokemon. He has 100 HP, 110 attack, 90 defense, 85 special attack. Fuck, why am I saying this? You can see on the fucking screen, god damn. Complementing Swampert's balanced stats, you can use him as a mixed attacker, defensive tank, special attacker, physical attacker, offensive tank. You can have a lot of diversity with this Pokemon. That's what I really like about him. The set I like to use is the one where he's an offensive tank, which is the Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Beam, and Stealth Rocks or Toxic, whichever one you want to use, whichever one would benefit your team the most. The problem with Swampert that I see is that he has no speed. Like, this nigga's slow as shit, honestly. I don't even know. He, like, I hope he gets, like, faster in his Mega Evolution, like, a little bit faster, like, maybe 80 speed. Honestly, though, Swampert is so slow. Like, he has 60 speed. Like, that, he has such great stats. He's the highest base stat total out of all the starters at 535. Well, at least of those that don't have any Mega Evolutions. Actually, he still does because he has that Mega Swampert. 635 space stat total. But honestly, he needs to get faster. I think he like needs to get either more defense with his Mega Evolution, or just needs to get faster because Swampert is not very usable and competitive. Well, he's usable and competitive, but he's not. He could be more usable and competitive if he had more speed because he has decent defenses, decent offenses, decent HP. Everything about him is just decent. Not too good, not too bad. It's just decent. So I think that if he had a Mega Evolution, and no, he has a Mega. I think that if he had more speed, that he'd be better. Hopefully, Mega Swampert capitalizes on that, or just makes him more of an offensive tank. Cause my Swampert, yo, he needs some love, man. He needs some love. Have some love for a nigga. Have some love for a nigga. Alright, now for number 10, we have the official ass shaker. And no, I don't mean that ass shaker. I mean this beastly motherfucker. We have Feraligatr at number 10. Feraligatr is a great Pokemon with a nice ass, of course. Feraligatr is a great Pokemon. I mean, his stats aren't the greatest, but he can learn Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Aqua Tail, Swords Dance, Superpower, Crunch. The list goes on. He has a great moveset, and that's the main reason he's on this list. Pair Dragon Dance up with Dragon Dance or Swords Dance up with a Waterfall or a Superpower. This thing can be pretty deadly. It could be really good. It doesn't like it only has like 105 attack. That's not that great, but its moveset is really what makes it this high on the list. So now we're halfway through the list, and we have Sceptile, who also got confirmed in Mega Evolution. Sceptile is also one of my favorite starters, probably top 5. I wouldn't say top 3. He's not up there yet, but he's obviously top 5. But Sceptile is a beast. I mean, this thing has great special attack, has great speed, second fastest starter next to the one and only Greninja. Sceptile keeps constant pressure on the foe. It is authoritative. The opponent will not gain any momentum against Sceptile. Leaf Storm is Sceptile's main move, and it's the move you'll probably be using the most often, dealing heavy damage to numerous foes, including Jellicent, Rotom Wash, Terrakion, Landorus T, and Garchomp. Having it be properly EV trained and with the Life Orb, then you got a pretty damage dealing Pokemon. Another set is the Swords Dance Sceptile, which is the one where you use Swords Dance, you use moves like Leaf Blade, Aerial Ace, moves like that. And I actually prefer this one over the other one because the other one you have to rely on the Life Orb, and this one you rely on setting up. And I'd rather set up because then you can set up further more and have yourself be more powerful. So that's why I think the physical attacking one is better, but I guess it's your opinion, really. Number 8, Empoleon. Now, Empoleon is a Pokemon I really like. Empoleon has lots of diversity. I mean, it can be a Special Wall, a Choice Specs, that's a word, right? A Stealth Rocks user. Hell, you can even use it as a Trick Room user. But my favorite is making Empoleon an Agility user. Empoleon, as you know, isn't the fastest Pokemon around, but with Agility, it boosts its speed to 120. That paired up with its solid defenses and its 2 stab moves, Ice Beam and Hydro Pump, you have a pretty threatening Pokemon. I've used this set on Pokemon Showdown a bunch and it works great. I mean, just look at Empoleon's design. Does that not symbolize power? Its 3 little spikes on its nose or whatever. Does that not symbolize power? Like, look at him. Looks sick. You look sick. Not even gonna lie to you. His name origin is Emperor. I mean, Emperor as in king. But, unfortunately, he's not the king of the list. Transition. Aw yeah, now we're getting to the tough Pokemon. This is the fun part of the list. If you're gonna watch any part of this video, this is the part you need to watch. Here we go. Number 8, Chestnut. Now Chestnut is cool. Not exactly cool looking, but Chestnut is cool with all the abilities and moves and setups he can have. His hidden ability, Bulletproof, makes him immune to tons of stuff. I think it's like 16 or 15% of all the moves in the game. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can see all the moves that he's immune to. Now Chestnut has a great ability, not gonna lie, but that's not the only thing that's good about it. He also has the best defense out of all the fighting Pokemon. So if you're looking for a defensive fighting Pokemon, then this guy is probably your best bet to go. He has 123 defense, and that's great. Absolutely fantastic, especially for a fighting type, especially for a starter in general. Has the most defense out of all the starters, I'm pretty sure. And adding on to that, he has his own signature move. He has Rocky Helmet. Now, Rocky Helmet is a great move, really. It's like Protect, only if that they hit you, they get hurt. So it's pretty much just a better version of Protect. Similar to Aegislash's King Shield, he still can get hurt by status moves like Poison Powder and Spore and moves like that when he's in Spiky Shield. But I'll still take it. It's still a really good move nonetheless. How you want to use Chestnut is completely up to you. Do you want to use Assault Vest and be a wall and completely tank out moves and use Stealth Rocks and be that kind of Pokemon? Or do you want to be the Belly Drum kind of Chestnut and just power your way through your opponents and crush their lives? It's really up to you. That's what I like about Chestnut. I don't really like the Pokemon that much, but I will agree that he's a great Pokemon competitive. Number 6, Mega Blastoise. Now Mega Blastoise has the new ability Mega Launcher that increases all the Pulsing moves by 50%, meaning an Aura Spear coming out of this guy is gonna crush lives, destroy souls, absolutely obliterate everything. Yeah, Mega Blastoise, a balanced Pokemon, but those 3 cannons! His 3 cannons! Mega Launcher, Aura Sphere coming out of those 3 cannons! Gonna destroy lives, gonna crush souls! Jeez! Mega Blastoise is amazing. Great Pokemon. The rest of the stars on this list are actually just gonna be great Pokemon. I'm just gonna tell you why they're amazing. There's not really any problems with them. So, Mega Blastoise. Those 3 cannons. Oh lord. An Aura Sphere coming out of those 3 cannons is gonna absolutely destroy lives, crush souls. I mean, he has solid defenses and 135 special attack. That is amazing. The only thing I'd say that he can get better on is like his range of moves isn't that broad, so he's not that much. He's not as high as he could be on the list. But you know, Mega Blastoise is still a great Pokemon, and yeah. Claiming the number 5 slot on this list, we have the Beast of 4th Gen. May I say it again? The Beast of 4th Gen. Him and Mamoswine and Garchomp. The Beasts of 4th Gen that aren't legendaries. Powerful, powerful Pokemon. Infernape, beast of a Pokemon, has great movesets, has great diversity. The only thing that's bad about it, I would say, that it doesn't have good enough, it doesn't have a good ability. It has Blaze, which is the same ability as every other fire starter in the game. Go ahead and clap for yourself. I guess an alright ability, if you're gonna like run in with a Focus Sash and then the Blaze is gonna step in, come through and be powerful, then the Blaze would be good if you had that. But given Infernape Flare Blitz, Earthquake, Close Combat, Fake Out, Thunder Punch, you can give it a whole bunch of moves. My favorite set I like to use is the Berry Killer Pokemon Combat Style. Pretty much what you do is you give it Poison Jab, because fairies are weak to poison, and that's a thing, because fairies are kind of a thing for fighting types and dark and dragon types and everything else that's weak to fairy. So pretty much with the Poison Jab, you could kill fairies. Finish it. Him, her, whatever gender the Pokemon is. Infernape is also the fastest fire starter, and that's great because Infernape has great arsenal moves. You can even run this as like a sweeper. He has a great arsenal of moves, great Pokemon, and well deserved of his spot, really. Alright, so a little bit of a disclaimer here. So, the Pokemon on this list right now is supposed to be switched with Mega Blastoise. So this Pokemon's supposed to be number 6, and Mega Blastoise is supposed to be number 4. As you can probably tell, I wasn't talking about Infernape like he was such a beast, and I was talking about Mega Blastoise like he's such a beast, because he is, and Infernape isn't that much of a beast. And he's in the UU tier. I didn't know that. I did that rap in the beginning, but I didn't even know Infernape was in the UU tier. Okay. Um, yeah, so just pretend Blastoise is number 4 and this Pokemon's number 6 and everyone's happy, right? Alright, so number 4, or I guess number 6, is Mega Venusaur, and you're probably wondering, wait, yo, how is Mega Venusaur worse than Infernape? Because, you know, Infernape's a lower tier, and, you know, lower tier Pokemon are supposed to be worse, but Mega Venusaur has less special attack and attack than Infernape. But you'd be thinking, Mega Venusaur clearly has more special attack than Infernape. But, you know, Infernape can use the Life Orb, which increases its special attack, and it can use the Choice Specs, which could increase its special attack too, and Mega Venusaur has the Venusaurite, so you can't really run an item with that. But don't get me wrong, Mega Venusaur is a great Pokemon. I mean, it has Thick Fat, which takes away 2 of its weaknesses, and that's great. That means its main weakness now is Psychic. And that's great. The only one weakness is great. Not bad at all. But with that ability, he's implying that he's a tank. And Mega Venusaur does have the stats of a tank. 120 defense and 120 special attack, roughly. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. But what moves does it really have to complement his bulky stats? I mean, he has Amnesia, which is decent, and Sleep Powder and Poison Powder. But besides that, he doesn't really have any moves to complement his playstyle. I mean, he doesn't really have anything. He has great special attack and attack, and he can use Giga Drain and Solar Beam and all those other powerful moves. But he doesn't have anything to complement his Pokemon playstyle, so that's why he's not that high on the list. Actually, he is pretty high on the list, but that's why Infernape is higher than him. And with that, I've pretty much said what I think about with Mega Venusaur competitive, so let's move on.
3.
Number 3 is my main man, Greninja. I bet you guys can already guess the next 3. They're not really that, you know, surprising, because the next 3 Pokemon are just complete monsters. Said simply, complete monsters. So my man Greninja got the new ability that was introduced in Pokemon X and Y called Protean, or Protean, I don't give a fuck what you call it. Simply put, it breaks the game. It's pretty much what it does. It has your type change to whatever type of the move that you're using. So example, if you're using an Ice Beam, Greninja will change into an Ice type. If you're using U-Turn, then you'll change into a Bug type, and so on and so forth. No, at glance it doesn't seem that good, but when you think about it, it makes every single one of your moves stab. And what stab is that it's same type attack bonus, so it increases every one of your moves by 1.5, making Greninja's special attack, which is already decently high, up by 1.5. So when you initially thought that Greninja's special attack was 103,
You're dead wrong, bitch.
yeah, 153 special attack. 153 special attack. Pair that up with his 123 speed, he is the fastest and the strongest starter in the game. To put that into perspective, Latios, a legendary Pokemon, has 130 special attack, and Kyogre has 150. So Greninja has more special attack than Kyogre, assuming Kyogre's not using a stab move. But increasing your stats isn't the only thing that Protean is good for. Greninja's a water type, meaning he's weak to electric. So if you have spikes on Greninja, you can use spikes, turn into a ground type, and moves like Thunderbolt and Volt Switch will not have any effect on you since you change into a ground type. So you can play a lot of mind games with Protean too. That's why it's easily one of the best abilities that's introduced in Pokemon X and Y. The reason Greninja's not number 1 on this list is because if someone were to use like any attack on him, then he'd be pretty much dead, because Greninja has just about no defense. So that's Greninja's main problem, but you know, he has that great attack with the Protean. So Greninja, you can't really argue that he's one of the best starters easily in competitive. Now with all that being said, there are 2 starters that are better than Greninja, despite how much of a beast he is, and despite how much of a beast Mega Blastoise is. There's 2 starters that overthrow these 2 beasts. Here we go.
2.
Y'all saw this coming. No reason for explanation. Let's just get right into it. My boy Mega Charizard. Mega Charizard X and Y, either of them would have made the spot on the list. I actually prefer Mega Charizard X to Mega Charizard Y. You can look down in the description. I have a link to my video where I address this exact same topic. So let's start off with Mega Charizard X. Now Mega Charizard X's stats at a glance don't look that, well, mega. It has 130 attack, which is its best stat actually. And well, that does seem decent at first. With Mega Charizard's ability Tough Claws, it increases its attack to 173, which surpasses both Mega Garchomp and Mega Tyranitar. Not to mention its great attack can be pushed even further with Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, and Belly Drum. Although I do believe Mega Charizard X's array of physical attacks is quite limited, having its main moves be Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake, both its new Fire and Dragon typing. It takes away most of its weakness, having its only real weakness be Ground, with Earthquake covering its initial Rock weakness, and Dragon Claw covering its initial Dragon weakness, making Mega Charizard X a surprisingly bulky Pokemon. Now Mega Charizard Y stats at a glance make him look like a complete monster. It has a brutal 159 special attack, plus the Drought boost, meaning that Fire Blast will destroy everything and their mothers. And it's even got a powerful 115 special defense stat. What makes Mega Charizard Y so good in my opinion is Drought. Now Drought nullifies its water weakness while making his fire moves stronger, and even making Solar Beam have to take 1 turn instead of 2. So really Drought just complements this Pokemon so well. Mega Charizard Y is great and all, but there's a Pokemon that somehow managed to be so overpowered, even ranking up in the Ubers tier, while most of these starters are actually in the OU and the UU tier. You already know who it is. Let's just get straight to it.
1.
Mega Blaziken. Now, if for some reason you were still guessing who would be number 1 on my list, it's obviously Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken is amazing. Mega Blaziken, Blaziken in general, Blaziken itself alone would have made this list by itself. Blaziken is in the Uber tier, is in the OU tier for a little while, right when X and Y came out, but right now it's in the Ubers tier again, as it should be, and Blaziken rightfully deserves his place. He's the king of all starters. He is the absolute most overpowered Pokemon starter in the game. He has 120 attack, which is very good, and with this Mega Evolution that increases by even more, and plus he has the speed boost and Swords Dance, so his attack just goes up and his speed goes up, so making him pretty much a complete monster. Like he's completely, like, nothing can wall him, except for like in Ubers and shit, but I don't play Ubers that much, but nothing can wall Mega Blaziken. He is the king of all starters. Like nothing goes past Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken is amazing. Like speed boost just gets faster every single turn, so you can't outspeed him. And then he's really strong, and he doesn't have that good type coverage. Actually, he has fire and fighting. What the fuck am I saying? He has fire and fighting, so he has really good type coverage. This guy is just amazing. This guy has no holds bars. He is no holds bars. And for some reason, this guy needed a Mega Evolution. I mean, like, he looks sick as fuck with his Mega Evolution, but for some reason he has a Mega Evolution, even though he's the most overpowered Pokemon that's a starter in the game. And I've been rambling on for too long. You already know. You already know. Mega Blaziken's so good. He is the very best. Like
No one ever was.
And with that, we have completed every single starter. We have finally finished this video. You have no idea how long I have worked on this video. It took me 50, 60 plus hours to actually finish this video. To actually have this be done is a miracle in itself. Like I said before, it took me 50 to 60 hours plus. I'll be doing lots of more Pokemon top 5s and top 10s. I'll be having my own layout and shit. You can expect that because I'm on the summer now, because most people are on the summer, but I finally got on the summer actually like a couple days ago. On the 26th, I believe, I got on summer vacation. But so yeah, uploads are gonna be a lot faster. I'll be doing a couple walkthroughs here and there, and I'll be doing a lot of these type of videos, a lot of factual these type of videos, so you can get tuned for that. So yeah, and to squeeze in a little bit of an update here, for some reason, like for my past 10 videos, like 8 out of 10 of them are being called for copyright for no reason really. Like my will they be character customization in Pokemon X and Y, for some reason that video got claimed for copyright, and a whole bunch of other videos get claimed for copyright. So if this video gets claimed for copyright, I'm actually gonna call YouTube and gonna check what's up, because my channel right now It's been getting called for a lot of copyright. I'm getting paid for YouTube now. I don't get paid a whole shit lot, but I'm getting paid, and I want to get the money that I deserve for my hard work. And with these copyright claims, for some reason, I'm just not. I mean, I uploaded a Mario Kart video a while ago, and it got called for copyright, so I'm like, the fuck? And I'm gonna be trying to do some other stuff on my channel, and if those get called for copyright, and even if this video gets called for copyright, I'm actually gonna be really mad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like call YouTube and check what's up, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Took 50 to 60 hours to complete. I know I keep on saying that, but it really means this video really took a long time to make. So dropping down a like will be very much appreciated. This video's gone for like 30 minutes now. I went on for like 2 minutes about each starter. And yeah, about Delphox, yeah, Delphox just sucks. No one likes him. Sorry. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Bye. Oh yeah, about my casual video, I will not be doing that video because, like, judging by how long this video took to make, I won't be doing that one because I'm pretty sure you can get through the entire game with either one of those starters pretty dang easily. So I don't really feel a need to do it anymore. It's just too much work.